Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is a yarn podcast, I'm calling it now, because I do knitting and crocheting, so I feel like it's safe to just say yarn podcast. So if you watched my last video, I told you that my birthday was coming up, that I knew I had some yarn that was coming to me, and things of that nature. So I just kind of want to show you the things that I've received and how far I got on those last projects that I showed you in my last video. So if you haven't seen my last video, please go watch my last video. I'll leave the link down in the description box. And yeah, thank you for watching. So like I said, everything that I pull out is just from random. It's not in order of when I got it or what comes. It's just I have it in a box and I'm just gonna pull. So the socks that I was working on in the last video, here is the finished product. I decided to do short socks. They originally was supposed to be for one of my friends. She tried it on and it actually didn't fit the heel because her shoe size is bigger than what I intended. So I'm actually going to give these to my mother because these will fit her good. So here's the front, and I always do my socks toe up. So toe, and then I decided to add garter right here in the middle. And then I love the 1x1 ribbing, so I just did a 1x1 ribbing. And then the heel, I did German short row heel, and I decided to do garter, being that I have the garter stitch here. So these are the socks. I washed and blocked them on my sock blockers, and I really like it. I really like these. So that's what I have there. That's the only project that I actually finished. I told you that I was receiving a Mickey Mouse bag. I don't know if I showed this to you already, but hey, better safe than sorry. So here's the bag that came in. I really like this one. It's a different style of Mickey, the older version of Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney. So I really like this. And then in here I have these socks. So I did get further with this. I'm doing it 2 at a time, but once I go up into the heel portion before I start my heel, then I'll get this to match this length, and then I'll do the heels together. This pattern right here is the Harmonies Everyday Socks pattern. It's just a simple 4-row repeat, and row 2 and 4 is knitting, so all you have to do is remember the first and the third row, and it's very easy. So those are that. Let me see. My birthday was, I didn't even tell you what today is. So today is July 20th, and it's a Friday. And so my birthday was Tuesday, July 17th, and my sweet mate got me this. She left this out on the table for me, and I thought it was some balloons and a note, and I thought that was really sweet of her. And so yeah, I got these colors. I think these colors are nice to do a blanket. So this right here, Poppy Boy's blanket, and then these two a blanket. And then I know I am participating in the donating hats, baby hats for preemies, and so I think this like maroon color would be nice to use. So I may make some hats out of these, but I do want to make blankets out of these, probably by the corner to corner crochet, corner to corner. I also have, or I made this much progress on the baby blanket that I already told you that I was in the process of making. So I'm getting along fairly quickly. I started working on, I started working on this dishcloth. I showed you a little bit of it, but now this is how far I've gotten with it. So, you know, I switch off every now and then. I really enjoyed my birthday. Like, I did a spa day, so I sat in the hot tub, did the sauna, I got a hot stone massage, I got a facial, I did manis and pedis. Then I went out to eat. I also went to a pottery class. Well, not really a class, but I just went to a pottery shop and I actually painted a yarn bowl. So I'm excited to get that because with this one, they fire it and then, you know, you pick it up or whatever. And so they said it will be ready for pickup Tuesday. Initially, she said it will be ready Friday, today. But then she sent me a message yesterday and was like, she got the firing dates wrong. And so actually it'll be available Tuesday. So I'm just like, oh, I was really hoping to have it so I can start using it, but whatever. And so I'm really excited to get that. And then I went out to eat again. Places that I went to was Red Lobster, and then I went out to Applebee's. And then I just went to like the local bar and just really chill with, you know, my friend or whatever. So that was really fun. I really had a relaxing day, you know. I didn't work that day, obviously, so it was really nice. So the project bag that this one came from, I actually have this card. If you can see that. So that's who I got it from. I also decided to order some sock blanks, and I'm so excited to actually start using these because I've always been wanting sock blanks. I was a little intimidated by it. And then with the whole, like when you tear it apart, you know, it's still crinkly, and I'm like, I don't know if I want my socks to look like that. How do I do a design? And so I'm just really excited to get things going. And so I got two actually, and this is from Hookers and Niches, through them. And I got this one. This one is the I Love You Mom. Is double stranded because, you know, I like to do my socks 2 at a time. And so I'm actually, this is like my first time opening it since I got it. So this is really a big deal. Let me see. So they already have the 2 strands here, I'm assuming. And this is very nice. Do not worry. I am going to, all right. So I'm going to open this out to you so that you can see it. So it says, Star, I love you, Mom. And I think it's really cute because, like, even though whenever I work it up, it's not gonna have this, it's not gonna come out like this, but I feel like it'll be interesting to see how the colors work up. And then I can always tell my mom, like, hey, you know, I can send her a pic once I make it. Oh, it says unravel me from this end. Okay, good. So it tells me whenever I start doing it from this end. So I like that. But like I said, I can always tell her, like, hey, this is what it originally started as. And then, you know, here's your socks. So I'm excited to make her socks out of this. Like I said, those gray socks is what she's going to receive as well. She's a size 9 in women, so, you know, she doesn't require that much yarn, which is awesome. Maybe I can make her, I don't know, 2 socks out of this. We'll see. Or 2 pairs out of this, shall I say? We'll see. So that's this one. And this is 50% merino wool, 25% rayon from bamboo and 25% nylon, and it's approximately 460 yards with a total of 100 grams. And I like how they say, hand knit with love. I love you, Mom is the, I guess you could say, colorway, or the pattern, the style, however you want to look at it. So all I'm doing is just putting it back in its original case because I'm not necessarily ready to work on it right now. So that will be sitting, and she had it all wrapped up in this pretty, you know, paper. So I really love, you know, the packaging of things. You know, I'm like a kid, like I want to unravel, and I just love the whole image of when you receive something. And so the other one that I got from same person is the speckled rainbow, and I'll probably make myself some socks out of this. And it's also double strand, and I didn't realize there was something on the inside. Oh, okay, she didn't write nothing on this inside, but on this inside it says, every effort was made to clean this blank after, however, some sprinkled residue remains. This should wash out during the next wash after blank is unraveled. Soak with wool wash or gentle dish soap for 30 to 60 minutes in cool water. Rinse out, hang, or lay flat to dry. So I like that that little thing is in there. I really like this presentation of this person. So here is the speckled rainbow is what she's calling it. So I really like this. Really feel like this is awesome socks. This is such my personality. I am in love with just colors, the whole nine. So she didn't put a tag to tell me which end to unravel from, but I do see a knot here, and so I'm guessing I would unravel from that side. But you know, I'll see whenever I actually get to it. Like I said, I'm not actually going to start on this yet, and I think when I do start, I'll probably record a little bit of it, just especially the beginning stage of it, just to kind of show you guys, like, you know, how you cast on from a sock blank, just in case you haven't done that yet. So be on the lookout for that video. But these colors are just so awesome to me. They are so awesome. I love it. I love it. I think sock blank is going to be my new favorite sock type of yarn, or yeah, I just love it. I can't wait. And I feel like, I don't know, like I said, this will be my first time using a sock blank, but by the way that this is, well, it's 100 grams, so I should be able to make 2 pairs of socks in it. So that's great. That's awesome. And I love that. So I may, even with my I Love You Mom socks, if I'm able to make 2 socks out of this, then I'll make one for her and one for me, so that we can kind of have like matching socks. Even though the color schemes will be different by the way that it's dyed, I feel like that'll be something that's cool that we each share, or that we both share. And I like that it says I love you, Mom, and has flowers and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. So these are the 2 that I have, my first 2 sock blanks. And when I smelt them originally, so you know, I like to always smell yarn, and just, there wasn't a smell that I liked. I don't know if it was just the dye that was used that made it smell that way. I don't know, but it wasn't a good smell at first. But since it's been in the package and it's been in my room, I think it's now accustomed to the smells that I have here, so it does smell good. But yeah, when I first opened it, and then it could have been the packaging, it been in the package too tightly or something, I don't know. I just know when I smelt it, I was just taken aback by it. So like I said, my birthday was July 17. which fell on a Tuesday, this Tuesday, actually. My friend knows that I adore, like I said, everybody knows I love Mickey Mouse. So she got me this bag, and she was like, even though it's a pencil bag, I'm sure you can use it for, you know, put your yarn in or put your tools in. And so of course I am. And then I just got right now this is the yarn that I finished with the socks that I told you I'm gonna give to my mother. And so I'm just gonna knit up like a little square just so that I can have that yarn with me to keep. I want to, all special yarns that I like, I want to knit up a square, or maybe even crochet a square. I might think about doing that, just something so that I can have to keep with me, like, hey, you know, and put the information of the yarn like on a little paper to keep with that yarn, just so that I can reference back to that if I want to. So like I said, my boyfriend had mailed me some yarn for my birthday because, like I said, he's not in town. And this is the yarn that he got. So I love every color that you see. So like, my personality is very, you know, loud and bubbly, and I love that. I love these colors. Like, I would walk around with these colors on, you know what I mean? So I love that, you know, this, I just love how it is, the color schemes of these. So I'm very excited to get this wound up into a cake and actually start working on them. And so like I said, he got them from Noble Knits, and through Noble Knits, a company named Earth Yarns. And like I said, for every skein, it helps plant a tree in Africa. And so he bought 3. And so total now, that's 4 trees that's hopefully been planted in Africa. But I really love this yarn. I really do. Also, I went to my local yarn store and I got these. This one. Oh, there's another one I'm forgetting. This one, give me just a minute. And this. And they're all from the same company. I'll just take this one out. It's through Allegro Lace. It was actually on sale. That's the information there. And so like I said, I've just been, ever since I've been like going heavy on making socks, that's the only type of yarn that I buy is sock yarn. And so I can't wait to like work on these socks. I know my boyfriend said he wants a pair of socks with just this color, but what I want to do, so I'm gonna do that for him with this yarn, but what I want to do is I want to have like contrasting colors. So maybe this as a body and this as a heel, cuff, and toe, and then maybe switch off and have this as a body and then this as a heel, cuff, and toe. And then I think these two will work good together. Orange and brown, that's more of Thanksgiving, fall time. Or maybe those two, you know, and do the same thing with switching off like that. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, my whole focus of finishing projects is the blanket that, you know, I said is going to be for a friend at my building that I work at for his baby shower. And then maybe that dishcloth of the orange dishcloth that I showed you. I also, so that one, those yarns I got from Twisted You. Then when I went to the pottery shop, I realized that they sold yarn too. So I was like, what? And then, you know, I had to get yarn, right? So they had Malabrigo. They had a lot. Like, they had a lot of Malabrigo. Like, they had different types of Malabrigo yarn, like the worsted, the bulky, the lace. And so I got these. I'm so excited. These are so pretty. Like, I just love it. Like, I don't even want to use it. I just want to look at these colors. Like, they're so awesome. So I got 2 balls, or 2 skeins, shall I say. And I think this is really, really nice. But yeah, so this color is Arco Iris. And it's pure merino, super wash, 100 grams, made in Peru. And then the other one is Archangel, and that's this one. And of course is pure merino, super wash, 100 grams, made in Peru. So I don't know, I was thinking about making a headband for these. Maybe like a mom and daughter headband, matching headband out of these. I'm not sure what I want to make with those yet, but like I said, I have too many other projects that I'm focusing my time on right now, so that will be put to the back burner and just sit up on my shelf as of right now. Also, so remember the company that I told you is going out of business for gnome anchors, and I had got those skein keychains. Like I said, go watch my first video because all this information is there. I got some more from them, and I got some mini skeins, and that came in this week. And so the skein keychains that I received now is Burger, Crowley, Blackberries, Chai Chai, Fruitcake, and Opie's Popsicles. And so the other colors that I originally had got, you can watch that in my other video, my first episode. And then I got mini skeins, and I got 2 maroons, 2 reds, I got 1 grass, 1 green, 1 evergreen, 1 brown, and 1 black. And I wanted to at least get 1 skein of all that they were offering, and then I just doubled on the maroon and the red. But here is the mini skeins that I got, and then that's just the label. But yeah, I really like that. So I can't wait to start working these up. I want to like have a lot of stash on mini skeins. So I think like along with me buying sock yarn, like being that these are sock yarn, obviously, I want to start stocking up on mini skeins so that whenever I am making socks, you know, I can just, hey, go to my mini skein, because I love to do contrasting cuff, heel, and toes. Then I could just use my mini skeins for the cuff, heel, and toe, and don't have to really like use my other full balls of yarn for those alternating colors. And with this came in what? So with the sock blank, they gave me this, I guess you would call it a stitch marker. Let me show you. It's like a lot going on right now, but give me a minute. Okay, so it's kind of thrown together, but they gave me this. So I guess a bracelet I use this for. Stick it through there. Got my own bracelet. Little rabbit. And then I got 4 stitch markers. And, you know, and the thing says thank you. So that's pretty sweet. I love getting extra stuff, because even when I sell my items, you know, I always throw a little extra, you know what I mean? Because those I feel like means the most. And then you always have things that's just laying around that you've made and you kind of don't know what to do or who to give it to. And you're like, you know what, I could throw this a little extra in the box, and that kind of gives your customers, like, you know, another option of getting something from you as well too. And I also had got these little needle holders. My other ones are in this bag, so it holds my needles. So whenever I'm working on something, instead of me just throwing it in there and it going crazy, I can just stick it in there and it's secure. And so I had got 2 of them. Yeah, and so that's all that I've really been doing this week, or what's I've gotten this week. Like I said, it was my birthday Tuesday, July 17, and so most of the yarn that I received is for my birthday, or was for my birthday. The projects, I haven't really been working too much on the projects. I mean, I did finish the socks, but as far as getting any further in projects, I haven't. Like I said, with work and me studying for work, because there's like a book I have to read and things of that nature, and then tests that I have to do, I've been focusing more of my time and energy towards that, and just been kind of putting this on the back burner for a bit. But I'll say about the end of August, I'm going to be finished with everything, so I will be able to devote my attention more to just knitting and crocheting. So after work, instead of me studying, after work I can come and knit, crochet, wind down, of course, and all that things. Let me think, am I missing anything? Like I said, I'm doing this podcast just to show you what I have so far, what I'm working on, what I've gotten in, and it's kind of like a diary for me to kind of just, you know, see what see how long it takes me to finish socks. You know, if one episode is, I said I just cast it on socks, and then 3 weeks later, you know, I say, hey, I'm finished with it, then it kind of gives me a rough estimate of, okay, it takes me 3 weeks to finish socks, or it takes me a month to do a blanket, or, you know, just things of that nature. So I really, really like that, and I encourage you guys to comment. I thank you for all the new subscribers that I've received, and even for the comments on my first video. Continue to comment. You know, I want to network with you guys. I want to interact with you guys. If there's something that you see that maybe you want more clarification on, or, you know, you want me to do a video on how I did the pattern, like, even though the pattern is out there, if you still want me to do it for you, you know, I'm willing to do that as well. I would love to know what you guys are working on, what yarns you guys received or bought. You can network with me on Instagram. My name is Beautifully Unique Boutique. That's my yarn page. I have a personal page, but the page that I use the most is Beautifully Unique Boutique on Instagram. And then you can also search for me on Facebook. And if you go to facebook.com/officially beautifully unique, or if you just search Beautifully Unique Boutique in the Facebook search bar, you can find me there too. I know there's different pages there. I'm the one with the locks, with the scarf around my neck. It's a white scarf. Like I said before, I used to have locks and cut them off due to work. So yeah, network with me, talk to me, let me know you're there. I really, really appreciate that, and thank you again to all my new subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.